Hello, my name's Jamie, and today I'm going to be walking you through the Annotations launch for Ably Pub sub. With this release, you can add annotation data to messages and see summarizations of those annotations. To showcase this, I've got a basic chat application here with two users, with user 1 on the left and user 2 on the right. You can see these messages are coming through in real time, and both users can see all messages. I then can expand this annotation summary on both messages. Here you can see the list of the different annotation types. Each of these different annotation types is going to dictate how an annotation behaves on your message, each with distinct and unique use cases. For this example, I'm going to be going through and using the message reaction use case because there is a very distinct difference between the different types of annotations, and it's a very easy and intuitive way to see and understand how these could be applied in reality. To start, I'm going to showcase the total annotation type. This simply calculates the total number of any annotation from any user on a given message. The value is not taken into consideration, nor is the user. So you can see I sent a like from user 1. I can then send another like, and this simply tallies up. I can then send a heart, and this now goes up to 3. Likewise, for user 2, I can also send a like, simply adds to the total tally here. You can then look at the raw annotation data, which is available for all the different annotation types. You can then see the raw information. So you can see user 1 sent hello, user 1 then sent a like, user 1 then sent a heart, user 2 then sent a like. Say I then wanted to delete hello, you can do so in this view, which is then seen here. Next up, we have the distinct annotation type. So distinct works very much in the same way that Slack reactions would work. So say I want to send a like from user 1, and then I want to send a heart from user 1. You can see this shows up here. So user 1 has sent a like and a heart. However, if user 1 then wants to send another like, it's simply going to get rejected. So a user can have multiple different reactions on a single message. So they can have a like and a heart, but a user can't have 2 likes on a single message. However, if user 2 then wants to add a like, they can do so. So you can now see that this message now has 2 likes, one from user 1, one from user 2, and a heart from user 1. Unique, on the other hand, works kind of like how WhatsApp reactions work. So say you want to send a like on a message. Say you want to react with a like. You then decide, actually, I want to send a heart instead. What Unique would do is going to overwrite and make it so you can only have one distinct value per message. So now you'll see that like got overwritten by a heart. So you can react to the message with a like. You can't then have a like and a heart. It has to be one or the other. However, once again, if user 2 wants to send a like, they can do so here. So users can then have a like and a heart from user. You can have a like from user 2 and a heart from user 1. Say we then want user 2 to change their reaction to being a heart. The heart annotation now has, the unique annotation now has the value heart from both user 1 and user 2. Now for the multiple annotation type. So multiple annotations allow, as expected, for you to add multiple of the same value to a message. So say user 1 wants to send a like, they then want to send another like. You can see this value tallying up as the user likes it more often. So this is very much how emojis work within something like Zoom, where you can put a like, you can see the like kind of float up on the screen, and then you want the user to be able to like again, and it keeps going. So it's perfect for if you're wanting things that feel fast-paced, celebratory, maybe a live stream where you want people to be able to send celebration emojis when a goal gets sent. You want people to be able to span the same reaction or the same annotation multiple times. Likewise, you can see here, the like now has 3 from user 1 and 1 from user 2 for a total tally of 4. Last but not least, we have the flag annotation type. So the flag annotation type is perfect for if you're wanting to trigger specific workflows, so say a moderation workflow or a review workflow based on a flag. So say user 1 wants to flag a message. This now shows up without any value attached but is simply tied to user 1. So you can now see it's a very binary. They've either flagged it or they have not. A user cannot flag a single message multiple times. However, a message can be flagged by multiple different users. So you can now see this message has been flagged by both user 1 and by user 2. So hopefully this gives you a basic overview of the different annotation types available with the annotations launch for Ably Pub Sub. Like I said, this is just the message reactions examples, but these can be used for a multitude of different things, such as potentially attaching data to real-time market information. Perhaps you are wanting to flag anomalies in sensor data coming from an IoT device, or you're wanting to potentially add annotations to things such as goals or fouls or substitutions in a live match. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope this has given you some clarity in terms of what annotations are and how they could potentially help you in your use case.